Well, we've made the long walk from Flatwoods down the... I actually don't know what road this is. Merges with the 59. I probably should have walked because there's a note actually between these two areas that would be of significance. Oh, should I go back? I'll go back and get it and add it in it later. Later. Okay, but we're here doing final departure. I learned that the responders were headquartered at Morgantown Airport. It seems like a good place to search for clues about what happened to them. Investigate Morgantown Airport. Oh, well, I guess I'm going to mute this because of the nuke noise. Okay. So what do we got here at this airport? Scorched. Okay, well now I got a shotgun. Because now I'm level 5. Revolver and a shotgun. Some settler corpses. Yes, canned dog food. Oh wow, that was a lot more of them than I thought. And we just discovered the airport. Oh, I can turn the volume back on. Oh, still more of them. Oh! Okay, we good? Man, not playing this from the beginning. It's so long. Realizing I have to pick up everything to re-unlock stuff. Gunsmith? Oh, this is quest related, ain't it? We don't use that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of one of our revolvers, one of our shotguns. Oh, oh no. This man's glowing. Oh! Well, with what I have on me, this ain't gonna go well. Hold up. Did he, Did he do what I think he did? Okay, I'm gonna wait because he's gonna regenerate. I don't want to waste the ammo. See, I turned up the sound effects because I don't know what controls the noise. So this is probably very loud. But there's no sound. And I don't know why. Right? I'm trying to remember, is there a note up there, like a holotape? We can do a quick looky-loo. No, it's a different place. Well, you're gonna have to hear a lot of people driving by with their obnoxiously loud vehicles. Okay. Morgantown Airport. I don't know what ghost noise is detecting now because there's no sound. There's nothing I can do about it. It's just going to exist. Well, now there's a car driving past. Air purifiers, Garahan Mining, and the Mothman Museum. And a vertibird has crashed through the ceiling. I didn't check, but I wonder if we can see that from outside. Very resemblant of Fallout 4. Wait. He's a responder. All right. Oh. Oh. This guy was just hammering something when he got killed. Did that say legendary? Hello? Okay. There's nothing else in here. Grab some Nuka-Cola if they have it. Any health items that are not basic health items. Hello? Okay. Guess we'll continue forward. Is this Morgantown Airport? What is this? The battle plan. Battle plan. Establish fronts at baggage claim, arrivals, and gates. Find anything solid and begin barricading. Baggage claim should pull back to utility. Hold out there as long as you can before regrouping at arrivals. Arrivals retreat point is security. Get everyone in and lock the gate behind you. If all else fails, everyone falls back to command. Good luck. Okay. Use your head. Wear a hard hat. Oh, this door is just knocked straight off. I don't know if that was pre-scorched attack, because it seems like they were just attacked by the scorched. They seem to also have been converted because some of these guys are wearing responders outfits. That's pre-war skeleton. Odd that they didn't get rid of it. They just left it here. Oh, they were hiding behind this. That is a legendary Scorched Wanderer. Somewhere in the building. Ooh, gas canisters. There are gas canisters. I was unaware of gas canisters. I think that's the first time my character's died now. I gotta remember, I am not playing one of my high-leveled characters. Oh, there's more barricades here. So they were waiting here for the Scorched to come busting through. Well, no wonder. They left their plan up there. The Scorched would have read the plan. Well, I killed 2 of them. Oh, there's a bunch. Well, I don't know what happened right there. Seemed to have opened the menu. I think there's another one in this room. There was. pain. Okay, I'm only not grabbing everything right away because there are items on like characters that I don't want to grab before I get to them. Oh, hi. Okay, so he was standing at this one, probably grabbing some ammo to reload. I can pick that, or I can probably hack the terminal to get in. There were a lot of explosive barrels in this room. So before I move forward, let me run back and scrap all these weapons I just picked up. Just to make my life easier in the future. Oh, I should probably not scrap the one that has... it's fine. It's fine. There's another thing there. Okay. Back to what we were doing. So if we go... We're just taking the first right. We're going to see where that leads us. Leads us to a... I'm guessing security? Security office. In the airport. Some bathroom stalls. Some skeletons in here. Oh, chem box. Some rat poison in a plate. Is this guy eating rat poison? I can hear walking. Okay, wait for him to come around the corner. Oh, I'll wait for this car to drive past. Oh! Wait for me to come around the corner. That's what they were doing. None of them came to me. Has this updated at all? No. Oh, a trading post. I'm not going to read all of that at the moment. We'll read that at a later date when we investigate the entire location. Right now, it's just the quest that we're focusing on. But it seems like we're supposed to go that way. So there were other paths. But I want to travel. There's really no point in equipping a weapon when you're a low-level player. Right? Okay. So we need a key card. Attack the terminal? Oh, I forgot I have that perk. So that just made that a lot easier. I should have not unlocked the door and got the experience from the door. Oh, this just leads to the same place. Okay. Well, that seemed a bit pointless. Oh, I thought that was food. It was not. So this is where they kept their food. Okay, and there's some terminals over here. Responders database. What do we have? Messages? Responders Survivor Volunteer Program. Training volunteers. All survivors from Responder Bin Ami. By now, everyone has heard about what happened with Casey and the 2 young survivors that arrived from Sutton. It's tragic. There are no words, but he just didn't know, and they trusted him to know. So we've decided that all volunteers must now start as volunteer candidates first. And during this time, we go over the basics now. Food, water, and that sort of thing. Casey decided to travel into the mountains to clear his head. Oh, well, we already know that there were things up in the mountains, so that's not good. We tried to persuade him to stay, but it's his choice. We hope he'll soon return. Self-serve kiosk. All survivors respond from Responder Bin Ami. The new kiosk should help us handle additional volunteers should any arrive. Lately, most of the survivors are too injured to help themselves, let alone others. But they see the kiosk as a sign that people will be arriving soon to help. We need that hope. Well, from what we saw at the other terminal in Flatwoods, when the responders vanished, they were using it. Kiosk bugs. To all survivors from Responder Bin Ami. The self-service kiosk seems to have some issues. The message of the day keeps cycling every hour, and every time I add a new volunteer, it doesn't save the profile or send the information to the admin. That's to explain why in-game none of the other vault dwellers or pioneers that we meet are in the system. Because logically, if you're running into other players, their names should be saved. Interviews. All survivors. Responder Bin Ami. We are the survivors, folks. We are learning how to live out here, and we need to preserve and distribute this knowledge. Do you know how to make clothing from animal hide? Determine a good berry. A good berry from a poison one? Let's talk about it. Let's tell the world what we've learned. That explains all the holotapes you can find while exploring Flatwoods. And I believe here at Morgantown there are some as well. Welcome. All responders, all volunteers. From Responder Bin Ami. Welcome, responders and volunteers. Thanks for working with us. As you know, we are trying to cope with the influx of survivors that need our help. The new volunteer program is going to help us concentrate on medical help while volunteers focus on basic survival needs. We are also collecting data from the responders database, which will help us rebuild Appalachia one day. So please contribute data when you can. Dispense rations? Volunteers may only receive one set of rations until the training program is completed. Dispense rations. Yes. Purified water and cram. Thanks. I'm hearing fighting. Okay, my status on the quest has not changed. Still carrying metal. I don't remember what all has changed here. Oh. None of that is updated. So I'm going to have to go downward. Okay. They did say, oh, their last stand was to hold out in security, which is where we're at now. Someone's shooting. Always true to Kaisar. Oh. She has a pin and a note. And the key card. Morgantown Airport security key card. Okay. Closet note. Be quiet. They don't know we're in here. Are we all that's left? Oh, so they were writing to each other so that the Scorched wouldn't hear them. Are we all that's left? I think so. What do we do? They'll leave eventually, right? We could be in here for days. What other options do we have? We're screwed no matter what. I'll distract them long enough for you to escape. Just give it some time. I'm doing this. Be ready. Please no. No. Or no! I'm not going to grab the key card because I'm actually going to show you something. Where did the other guy come from? So you see, you find that key card area. And there's the other one right here. And it makes you go through the whole thing before you can get to the key card. Why did it equip this? Yeah, screw that. But in all actuality, when you get here to this room, you can just reach through and grab it. You don't have to go through all that trouble. You can just reach through and grab it. Okay, so now let's head back up. And the key card works on this, employees only, and it will also work on this. So now we can continue upward. Someone up here is legendary. It's not you. Gotta hide behind stuff. Oh, it was you. And thanks, it didn't even give me a legendary item off of him. That's nice. That's what low-level players want. To not be rewarded for their efforts. Oh. This, like, okay, so my issue with... this must have been an explosion. Because Scorched aren't cannibals. They don't need to eat at all. At least from what I'm aware of. So that makes no sense that there is all of these chewed up corpses and stuff. Yeah, it makes no sense. There's a room over here though. Responder's corpse. Stim pack. They were trying to keep that guy alive. Pre-war corpse. It's a fire. They did say the responders were made up of paramedics, police, and firefighters. That's just the first firefighter we've met. Responders' last words. If Jeff or Melody or anyone else finds this, I'm happy to know that someone made it out. But I think it's the end of the line for us. Tanner and Jansen aren't doing so great, and I'm not far behind. It's still hard for me to come to grips that those things used to be our friends, our family. I can't take the thought of us changing and hurting other people too, so I won't let it happen. If the last thing I can do is make sure that we stay ourselves, then I'm okay with that. Serving with you all has been the highest honor. Caleb Widmer, paramedic, Morgantown EMS. So this responder bled out on the floor. This responder bled out on the table. He doesn't have a gun, so he didn't shoot himself, but it seems like his plan was to not help these two and let them die of natural causes. So that's why the stim packs were next to them and not stabbed into them? Hard to say. Alright, so let's continue this way. Go inside this. Grab us a nice little shotgun shells. There's the guy who crashed it. Storage room controls. Inventory. Ammunition, miscellaneous combat supplies, non-edible, blank holotapes. Requisitions order updated. Hello, responders. Please remember that the use and access of this storage room is now handled on a case-by-case basis. The purpose is to contain confiscated items and high-priority goods and gear. All inquiries and requisition requests are to be forwarded to responder leadership. And as always, remember to lock up after you're done. Thanks for your understanding. Note on perishables. Hello, responders. As this is now sealed containment, please do not store anything perishable here. This includes food, drinks, even water. I know we've been keeping our most precious treats in here. Love those fancy lad cakes, but it's more important to share what we have with our fellow survivors. I'll be putting in a request to clean the storeroom out of everything organic. You have 72 hours to retrieve your perishable items before they are redistributed. Thank you for understanding. Note on holotapes. Hello, responders. The recent disappearance of holotapes has forced us to keep a tighter grip on our inventory. Holotapes are our most requested item. However, until further notice, holotapes are temporarily borrowed out on top-level orders only. All remaining unused holotapes are to be stored in airtight crates inside this room. Thanks for your understanding. I know we all want to get things off our chest now and then, but we need to keep an eye on this valuable resource. Let's open the door. Oh. There's not much loot in here. Are these the boxes full of holotapes? Responder's personal log. There's someone moving in that room. Responder's personal log.
It's been a few hours. I can hear them clawing at the door. I've locked myself in a storage closet, but I don't think the door opens from the inside. It's okay. Everything is okay. acute stress reaction. Panic and emotional distress. Breathe. Breathe. I would guess it's been 24 hours since the attack. The sound of combat has stopped. They're still outside. I have roughly 8 to 10 weeks. Provided source of fluids. Starvation onset within 10 days. Effects of psychological shock are ongoing, but repressed. I can worry about PTSD later. I believe it's been 3 days. 3 nights. Adrenaline has dissipated. I'm so thirsty. I'm so hungry. I still can't unlock the door. Must conserve strength. Using energy to bang on the door or yell has proven wasteful. A source of fluid nourishment has not been found. No one is coming. No one is coming for me. My friends are all dead. Children were born into this violent world. And they left so violently from it. My God. Never leave. Don't. I feel hungry. I'm thirsty. No one is coming. First, umbilical, index finger, flex, MP joint. Oh, it hurts. Flex, MP joint. Extend, IP joint. And contract, muscle. Oh, there we go.
Okay, that was her describing raising the gun up to her head and shooting herself, even though the scene does not show that. I also don't understand how holotapes work. Do you hold it down and then press record? Very confused as to how they record a holotape without a device to record it. What do I know? Oh, it's a person. A normal person. Guess we'll get to him in a second. Responders HQ terminal. Oh wait, my thing updated. While exploring the old responder space at Morgantown Airport, I spotted a holotape. I should listen to it, learn the fate of the responders. It means the holotape on this table, the one that it's pointing to, is the Overseer's one. It's actually this one. Maria's last words. Okay. Responders H... Oh, no. We won't do this yet, because that's going to tell us about other things.
Overseer's log. Morgantown.
Oh, it was this one.
I used to love coming here on weekends, taking flight lessons. Now it feels like I walked into a nightmare. Those scorched things kept quiet. They didn't see me. I managed to observe them for a bit. Whatever this disease is, it seems to completely take over its host. The ones that used to be human, eventually they go rigid, like some kind of stasis. And if they stay like that for too long, they sort of burn up from the inside out. Vesuvius in reverse. I wondered what could possibly cause all this. And then I got my answer. It swooped down from the sky, screeching, breathing, infecting everything. I don't know how to fight this. But we need to consider all our options. Even the nukes. We find the source of this scorched plague and wipe it from the map before it can leave Appalachia. But first things first, we can't let the disease spread to us. Looks like the responders were developing some kind of inoculation. I'm going to pick up their work. You should too. This is the Overseer, signing off.
Okay. So that was the holotape it meant. While exploring the old responder base at Morgantown Airport, I found a holotape with a recording made by the Overseer. She suggested checking out a nearby terminal to learn about the responders' inoculation project. Oh, the terminal's not this terminal. Well, let's meet this guy.
Can't say I would have guessed some ruined old airport in West Virginia would be my final resting place. Here I am.
Dontrell Haynes.
Well. Another visitor to the responders' graveyard. You must be pretty good to have gotten past all those mutants out there. Come to pay your respects to the fallen?
So that makes it seem like he's talking about super mutants, but he means the Scorched? Also wondering how he hasn't changed. I mean, I guess from my character's point of view, he should have changed, but there's a reason. Okay. Who are you?
Name's Dontrell. Dontrell Haynes. I got a brother around here, somewhere. Or maybe somewhere else. All I know, he was one of these responders. Came to check on him. Was a few years too late, looks like. Now, I'm just marking time while the cancer eats me up from inside. In the end, none of us can escape our fate. We'll all be food for the worms.
Well, that's why we have to make our lives count for something.
That's just the kind of thing Marcus would say. Me, I just looked out for myself. Now I'm still alive, and he's long gone. Did his life count for something? I don't really know. He and the other responders saved a lot of folks, but they all died eventually. Now they all dust and memories, and even those will fade in time. Anyway, guess you've listened to me ramble on long enough by now. What can this old man do for you?
So we can use intelligence to basically have him give us supplies, charisma, I don't have it on this character, unfortunately, because you can't save the game. I can't go through all of the dialogue options. Why not? I'll take his supplies.
For we brought nothing into this world, and we can take nothing out of it. I believe that's 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 7. The good book has brought me comfort these past few years. Maybe I can give you something that'll do the same. This is supposed to help with radiation. Won't do me much good now. So yeah, you take it.
You mentioned a brother.
Marcus, 5 years younger than me. Star running back in high school. And handsome, too. Had all the ladies chasing him. He followed me into the army, became an MP. Then got out and moved to Morgantown, signed up with the police. Back then, I was still living in Cincinnati. We talk on the radio. He tried to get me to come out here and join the responders more than once. I do miss him.
This place is dangerous. Why do you stay here?
Well, I don't figure it matters much how dangerous this place is. If one of those mutants don't get me, cancer will. But I guess what keeps me here is just knowing this is where my brother died. Call me a superstitious old fool, but I don't want my spirit to have to walk too far to find his.
What do you know about this area?
I know it's a ruined wasteland, filled with 100 things that want to eat you. It's better this way. Less noise, less fuss, just echoes. In time, nature takes it all back. One day, nobody will know there was ever a city here. In the short term, well, you got the train station with the robot who can sell you supplies. And south of that, the train yard might be good for salvage. And of course, Morgantown's just across the river. Probably lots of useful stuff over there, if you can survive.
Oddly, that only added Morgantown to my map. I already had the train yard, but it didn't add... Or I had the train station, it didn't add the train yard. Tell me about the responders.
There used to be cops, firefighters, medics. Marcus always made them sound like good folk. They looked after other people as best they could. This was their base, as far as I can tell. They got overrun by those things out in the halls. Found a few bodies in here and set up a little memorial. There was a lady named Chavez. Got a holotape she made on that map table. Last words by the sound of it. I ain't been here that long, so that's about all I know.
Well, thanks for your time.
Time's all I got left. I don't mind sharing it. You be safe out there. Yep, I'm still here. Still tending the garden of peace, as it were. Time's all I got left. But I don't mind sharing it. You be safe out there.
Okay. So before I can complete this quest, though, there are some holotapes around the world that you will probably never know about without looking them up. So I'm gonna run and grab those. Because I actually never saw them the first time. And they will vanish once you turn this quest in. Okay, one of the 4 holotapes can be found in Sutton. So, Morgantown Airport, down to Sutton. The easiest way to find it is to go to the Red Rocket, find the liquor store, which is the brick building. I've actually never heard this in game because for me, it vanished. So if you just go up the stairs, round the corner, you'll find the first aid kit, safe, and right here on this table is a live fire training exercise.
Sutton. I grew up here. Seems kind of quiet and lonely now.
Well, it ain't as lonely as you think. This place crawls with ferals, and ferals is why we're here, Rook. It's time for some live fire training.
Ferals. Those things give me the willies. All that hissing and rasping and jumping around. But then you remember that they used to be folks like us. Oh no. What if some of them are my relations? Or, I mean, they used to be.
Hey! Get your head in the game, Rook. Quit making these things out to be more than they are. We all come from around here, and we all had families and homes that we lost when the bombs fell. Sutton's just a place, the airport's home now. Get ready! I'm gonna make some noise and draw them out. Just remember your training and you all do fine.
No, Lord. Please forgive me if any of these things is a cousin.
Okay. So they talked about feral ghouls, which do not exist here, at least not anymore. Now it's just Scorched, and it was Raiders at a time. Let's go ahead and learn that recipe. Also have all those plans I got from the Overseers thing. Yeah, so as I said, for me, that holotape vanished. And it says there are 4 that will vanish, but only 2 of the 4 vanished. Right, down here at Morgantown Airport, you can find one of the holotapes right here in this white console. This one also vanishes for me if I don't claim it during final departure.
Really? You're going to record this?
You're damn right I am. I want Madigan to hear about this when he gets back. I want him to know what you're trying to pull here.
You are way the hell out of line, Chase.
I'm out of line? I ain't the one agreeing to send the fire breathers on a suicide mission without our best man.
That's enough. Both of you, stop it. Look, Leo, the reports. They're talking about a horde of Scorched on the other side of those mountains. You know as well as I do that sealing the tunnel's our best chance to stop them. Maybe our only chance. If the fire breathers don't move now, everyone dies. It's just a matter of when.
We just need more time. He's coming back. I'm telling you, he'll be here. We just need time.
We are out of time, Leo. Melody's going to lead the mission. She's got experience in this kind of thing, and I trust her with my life. With all our lives. Now, turn off that damn recorder and do your duty, fire breather.
Yes, ma'am.
Yep. Fire breathers will make sense in a second. For now, they really don't. Okay. Okay, one of the 4 holotapes can be found here at Mama Dolce's. Who's shooting me? Hello? Okay. Just come through the entrance door. Thought I killed all the robots. Oh, and then right here. So this one, field report, Mama Dolce's food processing, just has not disappeared on me every time. Sometimes it's here, sometimes it's not when I complete the quest. So I don't know, but you know, if you really want it, you're gonna have to come here before you do, or before you complete Final Departure.
Responders field report, Sanjay Kumar speaking. Recon mission to Mama Dolce's food processing plant nearly complete.
Shh, not so loud, Mr. Sanjay. I can hear more of those little robots with the red stars walking around nearby.
If the robots are a concern, go and deal with them. You're supposed to be my security escort, aren't you? As I was saying, recon mission wrapping up now. What I found here is very promising. There's a good chance I can get these machines operational.
Where are all these robots coming from anyway? What are they all doing here? Maybe we should just get out of here.
Pull yourself together, man. I swear, you're the most timid security volunteer I've ever met. Where was I? I recommend we return with a mechanical team to investigate the possibility of restoring this facility to full operational status. This concludes my report.
Okay, and that was that one. So as I said, sometimes that one vanishes, sometimes it doesn't. We'll learn more about where the robots are coming from later. Now that we've left and got the other 3 holotapes, can grab the last one here. Maria's last words. I believe this one will stay permanently now that they've added the altar and removed her body.
My name is Maria Chavez, and I am about to die. Scorched have overrun our defenses. They're coming for us all. If you find this, please listen carefully. We were called the responders. After the bombs fell, we tried to help people. Maybe I can still help you. The terminal nearby, if it's still there, use it. Learn about the inoculation project. It might just save your life. Oh, shit! They're here! They're here! I'm out of time. Read the terminal. Learn about the Scorched. Remember us. And good luck.
So because they've covered up a bunch of stuff, I think you lose out on a bunch of map icons. But we can still get Berkeley Springs added to the map. And then there are 2 notes in this room. I think there's only the 2. Let me do a quick check. So there is concerns. DASA. I have serious concerns about the food everyone has been eating. Good lord, the cows have 2 heads. I'm taking over some of the local gardens to monitor the plants too. Maybe we shouldn't show anybody how to cook with this kind of food. Did you see the tomatoes? It's not right. Or maybe it is right now. Hell, I don't know anymore. And then there is, I think there's only one more note. Volunteer certificate. The Responders Outpost of Flatwoods, chartered by Responder Dasa bin Ami, hereby awards Colonel the certificate of absolutely basic survival skills in recognition of the completion of the requisite courses of study in the Responder Survivor Volunteer Program. Dasa bin Ami, Flatwoods Camp Supervisor. It'd be nice if they gave us a camp item with our player certificate on it. Okay, and I think that's the only other note. Oh no, there's a holotape over here. That's right. Okay. Report on Harper's Ferry.
Hey everyone, this is Derek, making my final report on the events at Harper's Ferry. Hopefully this reaches you all safely. Whatever happened here, it was big. The whole area it's devastated. If any of our people survived, I can't find a trace of them. I talked to some of the locals. They say creatures came from the sky and laid waste to the town. Some of the ones who got hurt in the attack were transformed or something. They apparently turned into monsters and attacked anyone they could reach. Riley says he and his people are gonna seal themselves up in their bunkers and try to figure out a way to fight these creatures. In other words, we won't be getting any more help from these Free States guys. Maria, I was hoping you could get in touch with Ella. See if maybe she can lean on Riley a little. Get him to see that this isn't the way. If you ask me, I think it's damn selfish of them to turn their backs on the rest of us. On people who need their help to survive. There's nothing else I can do here. Guess we can scratch Harper's Ferry off the map. I'll be heading back soon. But I want to check in on some of the farms along the way. Should be about a week.
And oddly enough, they did wipe Harper's Ferry off the map because you can no longer click on it. Okay. So the Overseer wants me to use a terminal outside. We're going to check out Responders HQ terminal. Terminal 3. Dispense rations? No. It will not. Okay. Messages? Has anyone seen Larry Pickerman? Please keep an eye out for Larry Pickerman. He's been missing for a couple of days. If you haven't met him, he's about 6 feet tall, brown hair, green eyes, age is about mid-50s. He came in with the last big group of refugees. You might remember him as the electrician who decided to do some unsolicited work on our main computer. I'm sure he meant well, but we had to have him escorted out of the command center. Anyway, hopefully he's okay. He borrowed my only screwdriver, and I really need it back. So if you see him, send him my way. Or you could just get a new screwdriver. Jeff Nakamura. Dealing with the Brotherhood. I've been a member of the Responders almost from the start, like all of you. I've put my life on the line to save the lives of others more times than I can remember. Our mission is important. That's why we can't let the Brotherhood of Steel push us around. Of course, we'll help anyone. I'm hearing gunshots. We'll help anyone where we can. But you all know that our resources are limited. The Brotherhood's been making increasing demands for resources and supplies in the name of holding back the Scorched. Well, Scorched aren't the only threat around here. And the Responders aren't looking to fight a war. We're healers. We're teachers. We're not soldiers. When the Brotherhood comes asking for your ammo, your stimpaks, your water, whatever it is, think carefully. Someone out there might need those supplies to survive. If they ask you to join their ranks because you've got skills they can use, remember that we need those skills just as much, maybe more. We don't have the benefit of power armor and heavy weapons. All we've got is training, knowledge, and courage. But that's been enough so far, and I hope we can keep it that way. I'm not saying the Brotherhood of Steel is our enemy. We're on the same side, but lately we're not really friends either. And all I'm asking is that you stay focused on the mission, on our mission, no matter what they might ask of you. Chavez. Announcement, Rachel Price. Some sad news to share, everyone. Some of you might have heard about Rachel already, but for those who don't know, she said goodbye to the Responders and joined the Brotherhood of Steel to work as a combat medic. We'll all miss her, and we wish her the best. In the meantime, I'm guessing that last message was a very passive-aggressive way to tell Rachel not to leave. In the meantime, the few medics we have left are working around the clock. We'll be starting the medical training program up again to help fill in the gaps. Please volunteer if you can spare the time. Chavez. Complaint 15J. We just received another complaint about the Grafton mayor's office. This time, the mayor is being accused of illegally soliciting funds for his re-election campaign. The mayor's assistant allegedly demanded a contribution in exchange for notarizing documents. This one is more serious than the last three. I'd better go check it out. Follow-up. An officer was sent to the mayor's office in Grafton. He found some irregularities with the mayor's assistant procedures. A citation was issued to correct the program. The officer noted that Grafton's mayor claims there aren't funds to make the changes. We'll let a judge sort it out. Larkin. Personnel files. Senior members. Maria E. Chavez, Senior Responder, Medical Support, Responders HQ. Claire L. Hudson, role, Chief Medical Officer. Assignment, Inoculation Project, AVR Medical. Sanjay Kumar, role, Chief Engineer. Assignment, Robot Repair, Responders HQ. So that's here? Yeah. Melody K. Larkin, role, Combat Trainer. Assignment, Field Manual Project, Black Mountain Ordnance Works. We haven't visited there yet. Maybe we'll find her body, because this is their last known locations. Jeff T. Nakamura, role Quartermaster. Assignment, Reconnaissance and Foraging in Morgantown. Other members. Jerry P. Abernathy, role Guard/Escort. Assignment, Protect supply trains between Responders HQ and local farms. Derek J. Castle, role Guard/Escort. Assignment, Rapid Response Team. Veronica D. Chang, role Field Medic. Assignment, Rapid Response Team. Darian T. Jones, role Ammunition Maker. Assignment, Foraging Black Mountain Ordnance Works. So maybe he will also be there. Chelsea R. McKee, role Mechanic. Assignment, Forest Watch Project, Robotic Maintenance, Responders HQ. Felix H. Odell, role Emergency Response Trainer. Assignment, Recruit Training, Responders HQ. David P. Strauss, role Computer Technician. I thought he was a escort for Sanjay. Assignment, Terminal Maintenance and Reprogramming, Responders HQ. Lillian Tompkins, role Provisioner. Assignment, Food and Water Resource Management, Responders HQ. Kevin J. Trajor, role Field Medic. Assignment, Rapid Response Team. Ryan T. Zelnak, role Kim's Expert. Assignment, Kim's Production, Responders HQ. Fire Breathers Recruiting. All. I just wanted to remind everyone that the Fire Breathers unit is always looking for more manpower. If you think you've got what it takes to handle our toughest missions and take on the Scorched, then Melody and Madigan would love to meet you. Don't forget, it's a dangerous assignment, but it comes with benefits. You'll have top priority for both rations and ammunition. We ask the Fire Breathers to put their lives on the line, but we reward them we reward their bravery where we can. The job's not for everyone, but if you think you can handle the recruitment process and training, then I ask you to consider signing up. Thanks, Chavez. So no, it is not this terminal, and we will not be visiting the mayor of Grafton. I don't believe any of the main quests send you to Grafton.
Well,
Anything new to say? No.
time's all. Yep.
Yeah, nothing new to say. That's not a note on the ground. And the classic dungeon exit drops you back off at the front. Okay. Let's go find this terminal to learn about the inoculation. Did I already read the thing? While exploring the old responders base at Morgantown Airport, I found a holotape with a recording made by the overseer. She suggested checking out a nearby terminal to learn about the responders inoculation project. Learn about the inoculation project. Bad news is I gotta kill all these guys again. They all have shotguns too, which is rather annoying. Okay. I heard that guy running up on me. Fire, there we go. Yeah, so as I was saying, I don't believe any of the main quests take you to the Toxic Valley. It just goes straight from the forest to the tier 3 location of the Ash Heap. We will not be doing that at the moment either. Let's go ahead and turn that off. We're going to learn about the inoculation so that we can finish this quest off. Boiled water. Oh, I didn't need that. Shouldn't have wasted time grabbing it. See, there's a screwdriver right there. Oh, there's a dead doctor over there. A lot of blood around him. Okay, let's go and head up the stairs. There's a dead Scorch they seem to have been examining. Charred Scorch hand. This is the terminal. Charred Scorch foot. We aren't going to grab this psych evaluation because we're going to save that. There's the head. We're going to save that for when we explore this location on its own as a standalone thing. Responders Laboratory Terminal. Messages. Has anyone seen... So these are all the exact same messages. No need to reread them. Scorch Research. Introduction. The Scorch, a field study by Dr. Claire Hudson. Those of us struggling to survive in the post-war world face countless threats. A search for safe and sustainable sources of food and water would be enough to challenge anyone. But the strange mutated creatures appearing throughout the region greatly increase the danger of day-to-day life. None of these threats, however, compare to the Scorched. To better understand these monsters of the wasteland, I've spent time observing them and gathering information from those individuals lucky enough to survive first-hand encounters with the Scorched. There are still far more questions than answers, but I believe I have made progress in my understanding of these enigmatic and fearsome creatures. details on specific subjects below. Follow. Scorched Beasts. Scorched Beasts. The name conjures terrifying images of huge mutated bats that poison the ground and warp living creatures into deadly thralls. We first learned about the Scorched Beasts from the Brotherhood of Steel, whose soldiers encountered the creatures to the southeast. At first, nobody believed that what they were describing could be real. We thought it was a bullshit story given the Brotherhood an excuse to commandeer our ammo and supplies. We were wrong. I'll never forget the first time I saw one of those monstrosities, black wings against a blood-red sunset. Talk about a reality check. We know far too little about these creatures, but we do know they aren't strictly nocturnal. They also seem equally willing to move alone or in small groups. They're highly aggressive. Worse than that, they're dangerously radioactive, which I believe is an important clue about their origin. Yes, that's the solution for everything in the Fallout universe. Radiation. If we ever get hold of one for study, I think we could learn a lot about them. Unfortunately, being anywhere close to a Scorched Beast is a near certain death sentence, not just because of the radiation. I'll cover that more in the next entry. The Scorched Plague. I'd love to give a detailed explanation of what the Scorched Plague is and how it works, but right now we know so little. It just wouldn't be possible. Frankly, it's damned frustrating. What we do know is that living creatures that come into contact with a Scorched Beast sometimes begin to mutate. The victim's skin turns dark, almost black. Well, it looks red, with the smell of ash. Some kind of biochemical process takes hold at this point. Lesions that burn with intense heat begin to form on the victim's body. The affected creature appears to be covered in smoldering embers. In the case of humans, higher mental function eventually disappears, replaced by extreme, almost animalistic aggression. We call the creatures that are transformed in this way scorched. Needless to say, watching a friend or loved one go through this process is both horrifying and heartbreaking. Worse, there's almost nothing we can do about it. They're actually very similar to the, I don't remember what they're called, from the Lonesome Road. They're also burned with radiation. They're very similar to those people. I say almost because we've been able to gather enough information about the Scorched Plague that we might be able to develop a vaccine against it. That's a huge maybe, but we recently found some equipment at the AVR Medical Center that's in pretty good shape. With the right facilities and a steady supply of Scorched to study, we might just find a way to counter this terrible disease, or possibly even reverse it. Only time will tell. Anti-Scorched tactics. Oh, I guess I completed it. I hope by now that I've made one point crystal clear. The Scorched are lethal. They are nothing less than an existential threat. If we cannot find a way to defeat them, or at the very least contain them, there's no reason to think that they won't spread far and wide, transforming or destroying everything in their path. We don't know nearly enough about the Scorched to develop real tactics. What we do know so far mostly amounts to common sense approaches for dealing with any deadly predator. I'll summarize those points below. If you're unfortunate enough to encounter a Scorched Beast, likely because it has decided to hunt you, do everything in your power to keep away from it. If you've got a gun and can find an enclosed space to fire from, that's ideal. Scorched Beasts are too big to fit into small spaces. Remember that Scorched Beasts emit strong radiation. That, coupled with their powerful bite, she ignores the claws, should compel you to keep your distance at all costs. If you've got no other choice, you should at least consider using some Rad-X before you engage the creature at close range. I actually don't know if they give off radiation when you melee fight them. I've never noticed. Scorched humans are savage and deadly. While their ability to speak is limited, don't think they're mindless. They retain enough intelligence and memory to use guns and other weapons, and they're hostile to just about everything they perceive as a potential threat. Fight the Scorched as you would a raider, albeit one with a deadly plague. Of vital importance is keeping your distance to minimize the risk of infection. Stay in cover when you can, but give ground when you need to. Do not let them get close. I know that's not much to go on. There's still so much we don't know about these creatures. Hopefully, it'll help at least a little. This concludes my report. Inoculation Project announcement. Folks, I've got some exciting news to share. As you all know, Dr. Hudson has been continuing her research in the lab at AVR Medical. Well, she just reported in to let us know that she's made a significant breakthrough, and it looks like an inoculation against the Scorched Plague could soon become a reality. Let's all keep our fingers crossed and make sure to do everything we can to help Claire complete her work. Our very survival depends on it. Jeff Nakamura. And we get Somerset Special. And finish Final Departure. And we got the cop outfits. We already had the medic outfit. Now we have the cop outfit. And we start an ounce of prevention. Fortunately, the decay of graphics over time makes it to where I can't really tell if the Scorch have black skin or not. To me, they just have red skin. That'll be it. At least for now.